So, and then, the other one that you mentioned casually AI, but most people might, maybe many will know it as Chat GPT. Like, so how are you handling or coping with that for your clients in terms of art of AI generated content? What are the pitfalls?
Yeah, so of course, ADA, so sorry. So of course, AI, is a big help to us. They always say that it's probably going to take away, the legal professions as well. It's a big threat, to us lawyers. But I do think that, AI cannot completely replace attorneys for two main reasons. First of all, is the confidentiality issue. And second of all is, the infringement aspect. So talking about the confidentiality issue, there's really no guarantee that the information you input into AI is going to be kept strictly confidential. When you tell an attorney your story and we analyze the matter and things like that, it's protected by, confidentiality rule. But when you input it into AI, you don't know who out there might be reading your stuff. So that's one important thing to, note. Second thing of all, I would say that would be the infringement kind of issue, because first of all, AI is not human. So any content generated by AI is not really copyright protected.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, it's not human. So and then second of all,
now that you're saying it, it kind of
yeah.
makes sense. But yeah, I guess so. You're right.
Yeah. And then second of all, if you and someone across the globe gives AI the same input, potentially it will issue the same output. And so the questions then become, who owns this?
Wow.
Right?
That is really interesting. I had not considered that. Okay.
Yeah. So I think those are the two biggest, biggest issues with respect to AI generated content. Now, I'm not saying AI, should be abolished. I'm not saying AI isn't helpful, but I do think that, when you use AI to draft any legal documents, those are the two things that you will need to be mindful of. And for example, too, sometimes AI might not be updated with the law, and then it can provide some kind of input. When you do an input and it creates an output for any legal contract, for example, I've seen a privacy policy drafted by AI. It's not really accurate with respect to, complying with CalOPA or the GDPR rule for the European privacy rules. Yeah.
No, I agree with you because in fact, I think me and you talked about this last time as well, that, I've noticed, always is a little, I mean, I'm just a nerd anyway. I'm curious about this stuff. So I started typing in some of the stuff from employment law. It's it is definitely a good resource if you want to learn information.
Exactly.
But what I was really concerned about is that I said, write me a sample complaint. And it's like, if somebody just copied and pasted and said, I don't know if any attorney would do this, maybe someone pro per, maybe someone that's not representative to say, oh, I'll just do my own employment. It's missing a lot of stuff, because, and if you don't know what you don't know, right? I mean, I knew what was missing. And like you said, in your area, what's missing.
Yeah.
But most people, they're like, oh, I have a compliant privacy policy because I had AI write for me. And you're right.